Women's March leader was just booted from America. Of all the leaders in the anti-Trump Women's March earlier this year, Linda Sarsour's name has stood out the most. After all, she's been the subject of much media attention, most of it hardly positive, and for good reason. One need only go through her social media history to see that she supports Sharia law, even calling for anti-Islam apologists Ayaan Hirsi Ali and Bridget Ganriel to have their vaginas taken out. Ali was the victim of female genital mutilation as a child and praising cop killers. She's also public about her friendship with Imam Siraj Wahij, whom she describes as her spiritual mentor. Wahij is an unindicted co-conspirator in the 1993 World Trade Center bombings and, like Linda, wants to bring Sharia law to America. But would you believe that Sarsour isn't the only jihad sympathizer behind the Women's March? In fact, the march enlisted the help of a convicted jihadist who has finally been deported. Dozens of demonstrators gathered at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport on Tuesday to show their support for a Chicago Palestinian activist with a decades-old record of bombings in Jerusalem prior to her deportation to Jordan. Atta thanked the crowd before getting on a Royal Jordanian aircraft for the flight to Amman. "Thank you for all you did for me," she said. "What happened is unjust, it's inhuman. They tried to destroy my life, but they will not destroy me." Some of her supporters vowed to take up her cause. "We will liberate Palestine," said Hedam Abudayu, coordinator of Atta's Defense Committee. "We will liberate Palestine because of the Razmia Attas of the world." Atta pleaded guilty in April to concealing her convictions when she applied for U.S. citizenship in Detroit in 2004. Her record would have disqualified her from entering the U.S. a decade earlier. In 1970, Atta was convicted of 2 bombings in Jerusalem, including one that killed 2 young men at a supermarket. She was sentenced to life in prison, but was released in 1979 as part of a prisoner swap with the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine. Atta didn't serve any time in prison after pleading guilty to misleading U.S. immigration officials, but she lost her citizenship and was ordered deported. The Women's March organizers got themselves into some trouble for honoring convicted and escaped cop killer Assata Shakur on her birthday, whom they described as a civil rights leader. It's clear that nobody is too low for the alt-left, so long as they adopt the same political ideology. Atta also aided the Women's March leadership in planning the March 8th Day Without Women, in which women were instructed to take the day off from paid and unpaid labor and avoid shopping for the day to prove how economically vital they are. It's unclear who exactly doubted that half the population does in fact contribute to the American economy, and it goes without saying that we'll prefer a lifetime without a terrorist to a day without women.